What's going on, guys? Flying out the P-63A-10 King Cobra. This is after the 1.41 patch. I really wanted to see how it played, or how it performed after that patch, because they changed the battle rating of it from 4.7 to 4.0. And usually that indicates that they did something to the flight model. And I was really curious if it was the climb rate. I wonder if they nerfed it. But actually, it climbed pretty good. I should probably note, this isn't a plane that I've flown in realistic battles before. This is a whole new experience for me. I know there for a while this was like the flavor of the month for the X-Flare tournaments and whatnot that you saw on Twitch. But it really wasn't something I would have tried in realistic. I only played it in arcade a few times. I was able to max out all the upgrades in arcade. So we do have all the engine upgrades and wing upgrades and everything like that. It's kind of funny being on this map and being in an American plane, because usually I'm out on the other side in the Japanese. That being said, I do know what their strengths are. That's definitely turning. The A6M2s and E6M3s tend to be rather weak in the engine department. If you boom and zoom on them, they really can't compete. If you're in a zero, you really want to use your maneuverability as best you can. Here we got two A6M2s over here. They're trying to protect their bombers. But I've got speed and altitude on this guy, but he's got maneuverability, and he can just turn inside me whenever he wants. That's always an annoyance for me. Yeah, just as he does, he avoids me by turning inside of me. So, zoom away, gain altitude, and just keep trying it. Meanwhile, he's on that P-63. I want to help my teammate if I can. But it looks like my teammate's diving, and so is this guy. He turned inside of me again. I'm really impressed by the speed that this thing can withstand in the dive. Well over 700, and I didn't have any problems with wing ripping. It's completely different from what I found in some of the Japanese planes. Some of them are really thin wings. There just seem to be so many more enemies over here than friendlies right now. And they have a Ki-84. Those are really good planes. All of them, it doesn't matter if it's the Ko or the Otsu or the Hai, they're all great. Trying to line this guy up for a shot. Use my 50s. That didn't work. Climb away, gain some altitude, check my 6. You always want to know what's around you. Oh, this guy's coming for head-on. I hate head-ons in realistic. I always seem to lose them. That time I got him. He almost collided with my wing. Narrowly escaped him. A6M3, he's way too maneuverable. So I gain altitude, keep an energy advantage over this guy, force him to climb if necessary. Terrible shots. I didn't lead him far enough. But I did get one hit on him, maybe two. Meanwhile, he's diving away. Don't follow him. He's just gonna bait you into a turn fight, and you're gonna lose in this thing. The A6M3 is a lot more maneuverable than a King Cobra. Once you've gained some distance, turn around, go back at him. Again, hit the heads up, missed him. Don't follow him. See, I was tempted into dogfighting with him. That would have been a mistake. That was the kind of mistake that tends to happen to me, when the roles are reversed. Usually, I'm the one in the A6M3, and someone's trying to turn fight with me in a LA5 or King Cobra. Here I'm asking my teammates if their gunners are working, because I'd like them to use their rear gunners to shoot at this guy if they can. I don't know if they've taken any damage. The Zero, he must be low on ammo or fuel. I'm thinking ammo, because they have a fair amount of fuel. Meanwhile, I'm down to just under 6 minutes of fuel, and I'm not going to let this guy repair. So I just light him up with my 50s. Five and a half minutes of fuel. We got 2 planes left. Both AIs or bots. Question is, where are they? Looks like there's one over there on the horizon, over our bombers, or excuse me, our ships. Now we're down to 4.5 minutes of fuel, and I'm terrible at landing on carriers and realistic. I carrier landings are really something you have to practice, in my opinion, and I don't do it often enough to be very proficient at it. So if possible, I'd like to shoot down these bombers before I'm out of fuel. And as you watch that fuel timer, it's ticking down awfully fast. Come on, man, find that gas pedal. Bombers are so slow when you want to hit them like this. Alright, that's one down. I'm down to 3 minutes of fuel. It's time to go chase after this guy. And you see I got a friendly in the area. That's one of the new B-25s, the PBJ, or peanut butter jelly, as some people like to call them. Meanwhile, these shots are all over the place. I got less than 2 minutes of fuel, so of course the fuel gauge is flashing, and I'm low on ammo. But 37mm shears off the whole tail section of this plane. That's the last guy, but of course you notice I didn't get credit for the kill right away. That's one of the problems with the 1.41 patch. You often don't get credit for the kill until the plane actually hits the ground now. So one of my teammates, he was shooting at it, trying to get the kill. I'm noticing a lot more team killing, or kill stealing in 1.41 than the 1.39 or any of the other previous patches. Down to a minute over the fuel. Game says the ground forces are starting to take the island, but I'm not sure if I would have had. I'm not sure I would have had enough fuel had I not shot down those last two bombers. 50 seconds worth of fuel. I'm not sure that the ground forces would have captured the island quick enough. Oh, it wasn't too bad of a game. 4 kills with the premium. Got a lot of vehicle research, which is nice, especially for the Americans. I don't have a whole lot of the American fighters researched in Tier 4 and Tier 5. I don't have any of the American jets. It's definitely something I want to improve on. I might have to fly this plane a little more often. The rewards are pretty good, especially if you get the daily double or the occasional ×4. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment in this comment section below. Take care.